Hi everybody, it's August 20th, 2025. There are things that explicitly provide us and gift us with a confidence that brightens up our life, that brightens up our vision. You know, because in comparison, there seems to be so many things that try to take away our confidence and our peace and our trust in life. And I'm not saying that those negative affectations outweigh the good ones. It's just that, as we all know, it's harder to see the good things because they're so interwoven into our everyday life that the negative and the seemingly harmful things are highlighted, and we often think that outweighs the good of life, when in reality the good is sustaining us and elevating us each and every moment. So one of the things I learned of how to farm confidence in such a volatile life is I learned how to break the tidal waves of anxiety when it comes to it trying to threaten my peace or threaten my stability. Now there is one caveat, is that I found that either way, an anxiety tidal wave or an anxiety onslaught is beneficial in both the success of it and the failure of it. So what by that I mean, if the anxiety onslaught overcomes you and you survive it, you learn lots of things and you relieve that anxiety pressure that was building up, and it makes you stronger each and every time you survive it. Now, conversely, if you learn how to dismantle it, for the most part, you gain the confidence in yourself and a confidence in life in general. And so, how I do that is when I feel an anxiety wall approaching me, the first thing I would recommend is to still yourself as best you can, and also make sure to not avoid the anxiety by metaphorically looking at it. So you look at it and you're calming yourself, and after that, what I do is I list a truth that the anxiety is trying to disprove or is trying to scare me away from believing in. I name that truth and I believe in its validity. And so that takes, and then once that hits the wave, it will weaken a little bit. You may not see it or you may not feel it, but it will weaken a little bit. And so immediately after that, I continue naming truths until the entire tidal wave of anxiety is whittled down to nothing more than just an annoyance. And so what that does is, when you survive an anxiety attack in that manner, you feel the strength that surpasses understanding, as you may call it. And I'm the first one to tell you that you won't always be able to do this, but once you can do it consistently, it changes the dynamic as you see it of life and the stressors of life and the power that your physiology has and doesn't have over you. And so many of us have problems with anxiety, and it is the insidious splinters of anxiety that cause us great annoyance. And dealing with that baseline of anxiety that may come throughout your day, come and going, getting louder, getting quieter, undulating within your consciousness. Anxiety is almost a fun partner to play with at times. And by that I mean, once you become confident in dealing with anxiety, you could trick it. You could feint reaction and see how the anxiety tries to seize upon you, and then pull back and laugh and notice that anxiety is a relatively dense animal. Its goal is to unnerve you and disturb you. And once you can tussle with it in a way that shows your strength and your spiritual nature, it gives you much more a sense of autonomy going through the rest of the parts of your life. So anxiety is a great teacher. It is a nice marker for noticing when things are changing in your life, because anxiety attaches itself to change many times throughout your experience. So when you feel anxiety coming and you think a change may be on its way, you learn to calm yourself and direct yourself in a confident manner and manage anxiety. And managing anxiety is a very important skill to have. And you will learn your own ways. It may be different for different people, but you will learn your own ways to maintain dominance over anxiety. It's just that when you are not used to dealing with it, it could be kind of fear-inducing. But once that fear is gone, your eyes will be open to managing your mental and spiritual health in a much more precise way. So I hope this helps. Thanks.